What is going on? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. What's going on, guys? Welcome to the live stream. Thank you guys for stopping by. We'll take a look at here at the charts for you guys. Let me know how you guys are doing today. Just started the live stream a couple seconds ago, so you guys are early. You guys are early. I'll probably be live for like an hour and a half. What time is it now? Yeah, about an hour and a half, so an hour and 20 minutes. Debbie Bennett, good evening. How are you doing? Appreciate everyone on here. Bitcoin 112. Wow. Back to 112 just like that. 2 weeks later, right? So here we are. We got 4 days till the monthly closing. So, you know, can we come back to 114? We'll see here. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. Don't forget to like. Each like helps a ton. So
new subscriber.
Thank you for the new subscriptions, by the way. We got a ton of new people that followed too, by the way. Well, what's going on, guys? How are you guys doing today? ETH coming down to 4,000. Honestly, ETH is holding up pretty well, and you know, we're coming here to my target. I just made a video on this. Great, hopefully you too. I'm doing great, Crypto Cuban. Thanks for coming to the live stream, bro. Yeah, but Bitcoin coming to 112 here. Let's take a look at the daily, because I'm pretty sure we're holding. We came down here to the previous bottom here, so you know, I would expect us to hold this at least for a little bit. Or get a bounce here. Even if we do eventually break this, right? If we do break this low here tomorrow, possibly tomorrow, the next level here is 110, 300. But I can see us at least getting a bounce here, right? Steven, what's up, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. Don't forget to like, guys. What's up, Sir Lewis? I'm bleeding, but still up 39% overall. Not bad. Pretty good. That's pretty good. I think this is a great buying opportunity. I'm happy ETH is coming down here to 4,000. I want to see ETH come down to 3,800. That's the ideal target for me. That's where I want to see ETH come down to. Jackie, thank you for the roses. Appreciate it. So that's where I want to see ETH come down to, and you know, this is good. This is a good pullback for ETH. What's up, Steven? Yeah, like honestly, I believe we're gonna bounce here for Bitcoin. Doesn't mean we won't go lower, but I don't see us breaking this instantly, right? So we'll see how we deal with this tomorrow. If we do break this level, then the next level here is 110, 300, right? The next level of support. But I would expect us to hold this at least temporarily. All right. On the daily, we're back to oversold just like that. So, and on the weekly, we broke down here to oversold. Now we're starting to move down here on the weekly. As you can see, after weeks of overbought territory here since that 110K. Careless, thanks for coming to the live stream. Yanks, I want to see Eve hit 8K. I believe it will eventually. But this is a very important pullback here. Like I said, this is a multi-year resistance level that we're pulling back here for Eve. So there's a lot of resistance here. And Eve pulling back here is, in my opinion, it's bullish. Okay, we need to flip this multi-year resistance level as the new support. All team to be chopped movement. I'm sitting this one out, LOLs. Honestly, like alts, a lot of alts are holding up pretty well. You know, I don't see altcoins dumping like crazy. 101K is your target. That's pretty low. That's pretty low. I mean, if we do have a big movement down here, I would say 108, right? Maybe 106, but possibly 108. But honestly, I mean, anywhere could be the bottom here. Right, whether it's right here, we get a double bottom, or we get a fast wick down there to 110, 300. Bands, thanks for coming to the live stream. Guys, by the way, I'm gonna have to be careful in the live streams because they banned me a couple times, and I'm literally on the edge on this account. So I created a backup account. If you guys haven't followed it yet, go follow it. It's actually where I've been live streaming the last 3 days for you guys here on TikTok. Pat, thank you so much, Pat. So if you haven't followed my backup account, which is where I'm live streaming for the short term until this account is better, right? Go follow it. It's literally in my bio. If you go on my bio, it should say Sir Lewis. Click on that, and then my backup account is literally period Sir Lewis. So dot Sir Lewis. Okay, this one is underscore Sir Lewis. So yeah, follow me on there. I'll be here on this account on TikTok for probably 40 minutes. And then the next 40 minutes of the live, I'll move over to my backup account. But just make sure you follow me on there, because that's where I'm gonna be. The handle's in my bio. It's period Sir Lewis. No spaces yet, just period Sir Lewis. Or you can just go to my bio, click literally the link, not the link, the where it says Sir Lewis, because you can actually mention or tag people in your bio. So I put it there. Okay. So I decided to do that because I just want to be careful live streaming here. So I'll be live streaming over there. It sucks that TikTok is a little bit strict with crypto content. So we're gonna dead the cap bounce to 117 worst case scenario, or can this crash straight to 98 and ETH 32? Yeah, I mean, we can get a dead. If we get a dead cap bounce, I would expect us to come to at least 114, 100. Get that rejection right there, and then go down to possibly 110. Thank you, bro. No, I'm just looking at the charts. I'm not saying I'm anything. Yeah, I would say it is. XRP at 286. Didn't I say we were coming to 286, guys? I said 280. Okay, I said 280. But look at that. I said XRP yesterday in the live stream. If you guys were over at my backup, we were coming down here, right to this level. So, XRP coming down here to where, kind of looking like Bitcoin in a way, right? Because we come down all the way down here. You can possibly put in a double bottom if we're bullish, but ETH is holding up pretty strong in my opinion. ETH coming down here to that 25 MA. And again, ETH is holding up pretty well, because we should be already by 3,800, 3,900 by now, which I believe we will. That 25 MA is around 4,000. And look, what can happen is here, we can lose this over time, right? We lose it, and then we kind of meet up here slowly with that 50 MA. We kind of dump down here to that 50 MA, maybe 3,700 for ETH. And then we get that bounce, right? That's the scenario. But again, I keep saying this over and over. This pullback is healthy. This pullback is super bullish for Ethereum, especially because this is just a multi-year resistance level that we need to pull back and retest it or flip it as support. You can clearly see right here on the weekly, right? We're coming back here. If we can make some support here, fill in this gap here on the weekly to 3,800 level, then I would say this is good. Very good. And heck, if it takes Bitcoin crashing for ETH to pull back to these levels, then it's all good. September is usually bearish until Feds. Yeah, September I think is the most bearish crypto month. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what happens. It might be different this time. People said that February is the most bullish, right? And February was bad. So we'll see what happens. But comment below. Let me know, once we get to 5K likes, by the way, we'll do the crypto market update. So don't forget to like. Appreciate everyone on here. Guys are amazing. And we'll do the crypto market update. But just taking a look here at some coins here. Cardano finally starting to move down. Back to the 80s. Where I said 85. We're going lower here than 85. So possibly 83. Either way, Cardano's looking pretty good. Yeah, XRP is. SPX. All right, let's take a look at SPX. SPX. Not looking too bad. Pulling back down here. I expect the bottom to be somewhere in this level. So we can kind of meet up with that 25 MA here on the weekly. Possibly to $1.07. 107 around here. Right, if we continue this pullback. So pretty bullish here. Bitcoin back to 113. Look at that, guys. Just because of me. Just because I started the live stream, we're back over 113. You know, that's what we like to see. This is what happens all the time. We crash down. People call for lower targets. It doesn't happen. And then, you know, we start moving up. I'm not saying we can't go lower here, but, you know, I just don't see Bitcoin crashing back to 100K, below 100K level. Can you look at Toshi, please? Toshi, yeah. Take a look here at Toshi. Let's take a look at Toshi. Again, guys, don't forget to follow and like the stream. We're almost at 5K. Once we get to 5K. So look, Toshi, we broke out of this pendant, but we're coming down here to retest the pendant. Okay. It's not a complete dump here for Toshi. And on the monthly, we're still looking pretty decent here on the monthly. If we can close here above the past 5 months, then Toshi is, you know, progressing pretty well here based on the monthly. It's just when we get a confirmation of this real breakout out of the pendant, I believe Toshi is just going to, it's going to take off, right? Getting the measured move all the way up there. But you can kind of see how Toshi is. It's pulling back here to retest that pendant. And we're holding that 50 MA so far. So not too bad. I'm liking Toshi. This is a good, nice uptrend here. And this is definitely not a complete pump and dump. Again, if we dump lower, possibly you can panic dump all the way down here to 00057. But overall, I think Toshi's a buy the dip coin for sure. Thank you guys for coming to the live stream. I don't know what's the reason for the recent crash. I think it's just the charts playing out. Right, I haven't seen anything big happen in the news. So almost 5K likes. Bitcoin, at least on the daily, we're starting green here. At least we're starting green here on the daily. Again, like I said, you know, we'll probably hold this level for the short term. So I think we won't see rate cuts. That's why it crashed. Oh, you think so? So you think we crashed because apparently we're not going to have rate cuts? Maybe they leaked it or something, right? I mean, that would make sense, right? Because, I mean, we've been pricing in the rate cuts. I mean, this massive move up here was because of the rate cuts for sure. And then we did a complete reversal here, right? And I really don't like the cedar on the daily. Bearish divergence right here, right? Boom. Boom. So that's not good on the daily. I'm not going to lie. We got bullish divergence here. And then bearish divergence here, which played out. Yes, the Fed said something about rate cuts in September and they might leave it. Really? Oh, wow. So look at that. Thanks to Itachi. Itachi just said, based on what the Fed said, they might leave rate cuts alone in September. Honestly, man, that'd be insane. I think Trump is gonna go crazy. I think Trump is gonna go nuts about that if they do leave rates the same. He's gonna go crazy on that because he, you know, it's absolutely insane how they haven't. I mean, they promised to cut rates. They haven't really cut anything this year. If it stays the same, we will be the biggest crash in history. I want to say the biggest crash in history. You know, I mean, the market's not vulnerable to the point where we depend on rate cuts in September.
New subscriber.
Thank you guys. Don't forget to like, guys. Don't forget to like. We almost got 5,000. Let me know some other altcoins you guys want me to take a look at. Chainlink holding up pretty well too, around 23 bucks. Thank you guys for the shares. Trump should have fired Powell. Yeah, I don't think he's able to. I think he would have fired him a long time ago. Yeah, he should, right? That dude is holding us up. I mean, that dude is... He's really delaying the altcoin season for us. Powell, he's probably doing it on purpose. He's probably buying all these coins here and delaying it on purpose.
New subscriber.
You guys are killing it. Thank you. Thank you guys for the follows. We got 5K. We just one more. We get 5K. Sorry about that. And by the way, for the new people coming, guys, I made a backup account. I haven't been live streaming on here for a reason, because it's literally you know, it's literally on the edge. Okay, so go follow my backup account. That's where I've been live streaming for the short term. I got over 2K followers already. Shout out to all of you guys. You guys are killing it. And my backup is literally in my bio. It'll take you there. I mentioned my backup in my bio. It's just Sir Lewis. What's up, Jay? I think inflation got up from 2.7 to 3.2 something. Is that confirmed, or you think it's gonna be a 3.2? You dropped rates because before the election, now nothing. BS. Yeah, I know, right? Now that now that he's the president, he hasn't dropped anything. It's crazy. Thank you for the follows, by the way. One more K, and we do the crypto market of the day. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awful. But hey, you know, I like seeing pullbacks, guys. I know it's bearish. I know it's bearish sentiment and all that, but you know, I think it's bullish. It's bullish that we go down. Let's go. 5K likes. Thank you guys so much. 5K. Let's take a look here at the market update of the day. Just give you guys here an overview of the top coins that are down and up here the most. So obviously a lot of coins are going to be down. You know, I'm kind of surprised, because usually on days like this, you'll see all coins down double digits. But most of the altcoins are just down under 8%. Pengu's down 7%. Crow's down 6%. So I would say for the most part, all coins are not completely dumping here. Okay, 4% for Floki. Injective down 5%. So, you know, not looking too bad. Render down 4%. And the XRP down 5.5 here. BNB is not down that much. I think it's down like 1% here. So, yeah, maybe we'll go down more in the coming days. Pullbacks are where the money is made. Exactly. Shout out to Frank. And this is what I've been saying. You know, we need a healthy pullback for ETH. ETH coming down to that 3,800 level. I'm really happy with that. Now let's take a look here at the volume. So look at that. We see a lot of volume on SPX. So I'm guessing there's a lot of selling here for SPX on the volume. Polygon as well. A lot of volume on Polygon. Right there. And Aave. Right. And also Curve. So look, honestly, I think Curve, if you missed out on, I think Aave and Curve are great projects if you're bullish on ETH. As well as Radium. So again, you know, if you haven't been buying, if you missed out on these coins, if you want to add to your portfolio, these are great times. These are great times to accumulate more coins you're bullish on. So there you guys go. Pretty bearish. A lot of coins down, but let me check the weekly here. Let's see what coins are down on the weekly. 25% pump. Crow 13%. How about the monthly? The monthly, we still, you know, we're still got a few coins up here like Aerodrome, Crow. I can't wait to never touch crypto again after this cycle. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Very healthy pullback. Yeah, exactly what Jay said. What's up, Morten? How you doing, man? But yeah, I agree. I mean, we'll probably see a mega crash in 2026. Can you check Render's chart? Sure. How far do you think XRP and Chainlink will drop? I'll check them out. Let's check out Render here first. You commented first, so we'll check out Render. Let's see where Render can pull back down to here. And this is why I go live to share you guys where I see all coins pulling back to. What prices. And we can see, I mean, we're still very oversold here for Render. Very oversold still. On the weekly, we're starting to get rejected right there at the top overbought level. Right, so, I mean, we can definitely continue this pendant here for Render. To the downside. Right, so we can come down here to the bottom near the pendant. I would say this level right here. Right, so around 330. Around here, 330. 320 level. And then possibly get a bounce off of there. So either way, I'm bullish on Render. I think this is a good coin to buy on the dip. I believe pulling back here will put in a higher low from the previous two lows here. And again, that level's around 320, 330. Not too far away. So that's Render. Let's take a look at some other altcoins. I think someone said, you did your research on Render? Yeah, I think Render is a great coin. I think it has a great utility. For sure. Decentralized GPU mining. Or GPU rendering. And let's do XRP. A lot of guys are asking for XRP. Where can XRP pull back down to? And we see we're starting to pull back here for XRP. And again, you know, when we had that pullback here for XRP, we didn't completely fill in that gap right here. Right, we wicked down here, but we didn't completely fill in that gap. So if we do have a massive dump here for the markets, we'll probably break that previous low and come here to 264. Around there. For XRP. But honestly, look, if you're building your XRP portfolio right now, is not a bad deal. If you dump here to 273, 274, not a bad deal either. So I'm bullish on XRP long term. That 200 MA here on the daily is around 245. 245. Okay. So 245, which is also the 50 MA here on the 3-day, around 248. This is bigger than just making quick money. Most people don't even realize what's going to. Yeah, I agree with Steven. I think most people will, and they're not even going to realize it too, right? They're not even going to realize it. William, thanks for coming to the live stream. Thank you, bro. I sold all my XRP at 3.44 and bought Link at 17. What made you buy Link at 17? You could have waited, right? But I mean, at least you took good profits on XRP. Z, thank you. Thanks for coming to the live. Jay says I got mine at 50 cents. You got XRP at 50 cents? Thank you guys for the likes. We're almost at 100 people. Insane. By the way, if you guys are new here, I have my backup account. I will be live streaming there for the next coming days, because this account I got banned like 2 times. And I don't want to risk it. Okay, we already got 2K followers on my backup. I do post crypto on there too, and I'll be live there. And my backup is literally in my bio. It's Sir Lewis. All right. Again, on the monthly, you can kind of see right here. Can we come down here to that 1,000, 1,300, 1,000? 110, 300, 110, 400 level. All right, get a bounce right there. Chainlink is all I need to see my night is made if you get time. Oh yeah, Chainlink. Yeah, I forgot about Chainlink. Let's take a look at it. Because Chainlink is holding it pretty well still. What do you think about Bitcoin Cash? I think Bitcoin Cash is pretty good. It gets a lot of hate, but I'll take a look at it too. So look, Chainlink. Okay, I mean, that's fair. You know, I own both. I own Chainlink and XRP. But yeah, Chainlink is bullish too. All right. We were just here at $15 Chainlink. So, I mean, last time Bitcoin was in this same price, Chainlink was around 14, 15 bucks. Now Bitcoin's around the same price and we're at 23 bucks. So in a way, Chainlink's been outperforming Bitcoin here in the last couple weeks, the last month or so. But if we do pull back here for Chainlink, we can have a slow pullback, right? We can come and revisit 21 bucks here at that 0.38 Fibonacci level. So 21 bucks. You can also see how the 25 and the 50 is kind of crawling up there. So we can have a slow drop here into September. Boom, boom, boom. And kind of meet up with the 25, the 50. Right? Kind of stagnate here and then move up. Kind of do something kind of like that. That's what I see for Chainlink. But either way, I'm bullish on Chainlink. I think this coin is a great coin long term. Just like Itachi is bullish on it. Right now, we're holding that 4-hour 50 MA. Okay, we can get a short-term bounce here, right? And then get rejected over here and then continue this downtrend to that $21 level. But on the 4-hour, we're at least holding this level pretty well. But long term, look, I see Chainlink hitting at least $100 this cycle, at least $100. Possibly 102. We'll see. Where's the strongest Bitcoin support? I'll take a look at Bitcoin. For ETH, you know, I believe ETH will get a bounce here at 4,100, but it'll be kind of like a dead cat bounce, and then we'll probably come down here to 3,800, 3,900 level. And again, this is bullish. This pullback is bullish for ETH. This is a multi-year resistance level that we broke through. Now we're coming down to flip that as support. So if you can hold this range here for maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month, whatever it takes, we can hold this level. We can catapult out of it, right, to 10K ETH. So Steven says, I think selling that XRP to buy Link was brilliant, bro. Look at that. Steven thinks it was brilliant. I hold both. I hold more XRP, but I hold both Chainlink and XRP. Gemini, what do you want to know about Gemini? I think they're a great exchange. Cardano, yeah, let's take a look at Cardano. So Cardano has been holding up pretty well too. It's been pulling back. Looks like we're gonna hit that 82 cents right here. So we might get a bounce here around the Fibonacci level around 82 cents, which is also where that 25 MA is at here on the daily. Okay. If we break that 25 MA, then we'll probably find support on the 50 MA, just like it did right here. You see how we found support right here? This massive crash here for Cardano to, what is that, 68 cents. Bounce right off of that 50 MA here on the daily. So we'll probably come to that 25 slowly. And then that 50 might be around 78 cents somewhere over here. Okay. So that's what I see for Cardano. But still looking very bullish for Cardano. This coin is looking pretty good. Man, you guys been killing it today. Thank you guys for all the coin suggestions. And sorry if I can't do all the coins. But I'm gonna try to do all of them. Did we do Quant yet? Not yet. Not yet. We'll do Quant. Why do you think Cardano and DOT aren't performing well? Look at Cardano's chart. All right, this is a good chart. Polkadot, yeah, Polkadot has a bad chart, but Cardano has a very bullish chart. So I do think it's performing well. I mean, this is a ascending channel, right? It's kind of, but then when you look at DOT, it's kind of the opposite. It's in a descending channel, right? So I definitely agree with DOT, but let's take a look at Quant and then Shiba Inu. Again, if you guys are new here, don't forget to follow. I do these crypto live streams all the time, and what happened though is that this account is on the edge, okay, from my past live streams. So I will be live streaming for the next coming days on my backup account, which is literally in my bio. So just go to my bio. I have the mention of my backup account, which is .sirlewis, and then you can follow me on there. That's where I'll be live streaming for the short term, just to be safe, right? Because I mean, I grew this. It took years to grow this. William, thank you, bro. Thank you so much for the super chat. Wow, never got that before. That's awesome. GG. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. How do I like it? Oh, it doesn't let me like it. Oh, go back. But thank you. Shout out to William Borges. That's Silva. Thank you, bro. It's always great to get super chats on here. And I appreciate all of them, guys. Really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. So we'll do Quant here. But again, go follow my backup account. Why does TikTok love banning? I don't know. I think it's because we're getting, you know, they don't want people to get into crypto before it explodes. That's probably why. So, because I remember back in the last bull market, it was just like really free. It was just like, it was so like easy. Like it wasn't as strict as it is now. So I'm just trying to be careful with this account because it's on the edge, and I grew it to 30K followers in like 3 or 4 years. I'm very proud of that. We're about to hit 40K on YouTube. So I just want to protect it. And I'm growing my backup account, which is at 2K already. So shout out to you guys. So right here, Quant, not looking too bad. We're probably going to pull down here to this level right here, I would say. I would watch this price right here for Quant, $90. it just looks like a classic ascending channel, right? Boom, 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 right? And then, you know, we continue this nice ascending channel to the upside. So again, you know, Quant's getting rejected at the 618, but I believe this time we'll put in another higher low and continue this uptrend. Okay, because we did break it here on the weekly, but we're coming down here to put in another high low. Like I said, watch 90 bucks. If not, watch 81. Either way, we're still putting in a higher low. So not too bad for Quant. And this is a coin that last bull market was around 423 bucks. Has great tokenomics as well. So this might be a good opportunity, a last opportunity to pick up Quant below 100 bucks. If you go to my level, $90. All right. Look, I can't tell you if the dump is over, but I do think we get a bounce. And I said this in the beginning of the live stream when we were below 113, and we're already starting to get a bounce now. So yeah, I don't know if the dump is over, but like I said, we're gonna get a bounce here, because when we come down to revisit the level where we bottomed out, we never just break right through it. We never just we get at least a bounce first, and then if we're bearish, we'll get rejected here. I would say, look, if we're bearish, we'll get rejected here around 114, 500, 114, around here somewhere, and then pull back and put in a new low if we're bearish. All right, no problem. Thank you, William. Shout out to William on YouTube. A lot of crypto influencers are getting the same issue with TikTok. Yeah, I know. It's just an agenda. I think they're doing it on purpose. They don't want you guys to get this info. You know, I'm bullish on crypto. They don't want people buying it, right? They want the big wigs to buy it, buy the ETFs and all that. That's probably why Powell's delaying all the interest rate drops. He's probably picking it up himself. So Shiba Inu, let's take a look at Shiba for who is it, Mazar? Yeah, let's take a look at it. Yeah, narrow. So yeah, Shiba. Like, I know a lot of people are impatient with Shiba. I get it. Shiba still bullish, I would say, right? We're in this level, right? As long as we kind of chop here for, you know, we hold this level, you know, we don't have a complete dump down here, we're good. Okay, holding this level is very important for Shiba, because this was where the bear market resistance was at. So we kind of, you know, chop here for a little bit with the market coming down. And then when the market starts to move up, Shiba might be one of the first ones to start to move up, right? Because, I mean, Shiba's already down a lot. Shiba's already over here when the market was dumping. And then the market's been dumping more. It hasn't been dumping all the way down here. It's been dumping lower a little bit, right? Less than the market. So that's a good sign for me. I also like the fact that we do have bullish divergence here on Shiba on the monthly, as you can see, right? I believe what Shiba will probably do is kind of put like a nice rounded bottom here, and this bullish divergence play out, right? Which we can see here in my cheat sheet, which you guys can access in my course if you guys are interested, of course. But we have that bullish divergence right here. Where is it at? So right here, right? Hidden bullish divergence. Shiba put in a HL higher low, while the stochastic putting in a lower low right there. Lower low right there. So again, being on the monthly, it takes a minute to play out. This is not instantly, but what I believe will happen is we'll have a nice rounding out here and break up to the upside. So if you haven't joined Crypto Trader University, it's a must for the bull run. Best investment. Diamond, how you been, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. And shout out to Diamond for being in Crypto Trader University. If you guys are interested, you guys can join in the link in the bio. It's basically my private trading group for serious traders. That's where I post all my signals and everything. And for all you guys new coming in, I created a backup account for safety because this account is on the edge. And I want to protect it. I have 30K people on here. I don't want to lose this. So if you guys haven't yet, follow my backup account. It's in the bio. Or you can just search up .Sir Lewis. Period Sir Lewis, right? Not the actual letters, but the period. Okay. Hello? All right, just give me a sec. So you guys can follow my backup account because I'll be live streaming there for the next coming days just to protect this account. All right, and I just gotta move my car real quick. I'll be right back in probably like a minute, and then we'll check out all your altcoins. What do you think about crypto right now? I'll give you my opinion once I get back. So just stay tuned, guys. Just give me a minute. I gotta move my car. All right, guys, we are back, guys. Let's freaking go. We are back. Where are we at right now? We're still at 113. Thank God. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Look, in my opinion right now on crypto, I think this pullback is bullish. We need this for Ethereum. You see, this is a multi-year resistance level. We broke through it. Now we're coming down here to flip it as support. While everyone's freaking out, everyone's saying it's the end of the world and everything, right? ETH is coming down here, probably gonna flip this as support, and then we'll take off. So that's my opinion, and just a small summary. And Bitcoin in a way too, right? I mean, this entire bull market, Bitcoin's just been taking off, pulling back, right? Taking off, pulling back, bounce, taking off, pulling back, bounce. So, you know, I still see Bitcoin going to 130K plus. Sing, I would say 5x to 10x. Fed Bum, thank you, bro. Thanks for coming to the live. Chart Maker, okay. Exactly what Alina said. Is the crypto this all the time? I mean, look, if you really think about it, guys, each one of these pullbacks, everyone's been calling for the top. Each one of these pullbacks. Look, now I do believe we will have a pullback in the future where the top will be in. But look here, you know, everyone's like, oh yeah, the top. We topped out here before the halving. Then we took off. Then this was the major one right here. When we went to 74K, everyone was so bearish. And then it was in the top, right? Then the latest one on 98K, we had people calling for 90K, 93. And now this is the new one, right? And apparently some people are saying this is because they're not going to cut rates, right? I mean, the bets, I don't know. I got to go on Polymarket. Because I think Itachi said here that they're not going to cut rates now. Or it got leaked or something. But I got to check the bet. Because it was like a 90% that they will. So. Surely Fed cut rates in September and Hannah before that. I think Ty to the moon. We'll check out Ty. I don't know why they're not cutting rates. Maybe it's because of the latest report or something. But it's not confirmed yet, right? It's just what Itachi said here in the live stream. Let me go to Polymarket. Let me see what the exactly what Jay said. Crypto's about patience and discipline. Is it called Polymarket or is it something else? Oh, it's 98%. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why they're saying they're not cutting rates. And for AVAX, like I'm bullish on AVAX. AVAX is holding it pretty well too. We are pulling back here. I would say kind of similar to Quant in a way, right? Because we're getting rejected out the 618. So maybe, you know, maybe we come down here back to 20, 21 bucks. You know, just in this very choppy the last couple of months, right? Boom, 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 higher low, and we kind of do something kind of like that. Let me see if we can find some bullish divergence here for AVAX. Yeah. I mean, I would say this is bullish divergence. Is this bullish divergence? Let me see. Let me check on my cheat sheet. And again, I created my cheat sheet. I actually use my cheat sheet all the time. Yeah, it kind of is for AVAX, right? Because you can kind of see we have a double bottom right there, but we have a HL on stochastic. And that's what we're getting here. We have a double bottom, but we have a higher low. So kind of is bullish divergence here. But then again, this is on the weekly, so it's going to take a minute for this to play out. This is not going to play out the next day or the next week. So this might take a minute here. We might pull back here first and then 35 bucks, right? Something kind of like that. And you guys have been killing it. 6,000 likes. Absolutely amazing. And by the way, for the new people coming on here, who are the OGs, I made a new backup account. I'm going to be going live there tonight. The reason why is because I want to protect this account, because this account's on the edge. Unfortunately, TikTok's like this. So, and I've been growing it. We're at 2K already. Joey. Look at that, Joe. Come on, Joey. What are you talking about, man? What do you mean what I'm putting in? No, I don't think AVAX is, but I'm still bullish on it. Yeah. XRP 289. Again, XRP, I mean, we have a chance of coming down here to 260. If we come down here to 264, I'm definitely longing. I already have a good amount of XRP though. What price is it good to buy? I would say right now, but again, you don't want to go all in, right? I would say right now is already a good price. But if you want to wait a little bit longer, you know, if you do lose this low, we'll probably short squeeze down here to like 110, 400. But again, that's not guaranteed, right? There's a chance this could be the bottom right there. It's not guaranteed. I'm just, if we have the scenario where, you know, if we have the bearish scenario where we do have a dead cat bounce, where we have a nice bounce up here, kind of in this bear flag, and then we break that and put in a new low. Right, so I mean, either way right now, I think we'll get a bounce off of here, which we already started to. In the beginning of the live stream, we were like at 112. So we're getting a small bounce here, but we'll see. Anytime, Hussein, anytime. Hey, Lewis, any update for Algorand? Let's see how well Algorand's holding. It's holding pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. Again, guys, like altcoins on this drop for Bitcoin are holding up pretty maturely. We're not getting a massive. Again, if you go here on the daily, you don't see a lot of altcoins on the daily down double digits, right? And we used to see this all the time when Bitcoin would dump like 10K in the last 2 weeks or so. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. Sell or buy for what, RJ? I want to say 105. I want to say 105. So, yeah, look, Algorand, we're just coming down. I mean, again, right? Before, when Bitcoin used to dump this much, Algorand would dump a ton. But Algorand is still in this level here where we're flipping that previous resistance as future support. So if we do fall back a little bit lower, 22, maybe 20 cents. But anywhere in this level, I would say is a good deal. And I do believe Algorand will put in, no matter where it dumps down here, 20 cents or wherever, I do believe we'll put in a higher low to have this nice parabolic curve here. Okay. Fetch, please. Okay, let's do fetch. Let's take a look at fetch. Where's the better chart here for fetch? Is it this one? Chronos. Don't worry, I'm gonna check all your favorite coins, guys, for sure. I think this one, yeah. Whoa! Let's go! Thank you! Thank you for the jellyfish. Cuban Diesel. Shout out to Cuban Diesel for the glowing jellyfish. I never got that before, so I appreciate it. And Lena, thank you for the ice cream. Another one. Wow. Oh my gosh. I'm about to get stung, guys. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Ethina. Guys, don't worry. I'm going to check out all your favorite coins. You got time here, so just stay tuned. And we'll check out your favorite coins. And by the way, if you guys are just tuning in, I see a lot of new people here. Shout out to Gav's dad. The reason why I haven't been live here recently is because I got banned on this account for like 3 days. And it's my, let's just say it's on the edge. Okay. So I'm going live tonight for a little bit on here just to give you guys an update. Because I made a backup account called Sir Lewis. Sir Lewis is literally mentioned in my bio. So if you go to my bio on this account and you click on it, it'll take you to my official backup account. It's period Sir Lewis or Sir Lewis. And I've been live streaming there the last couple days. Been growing that out just to kind of protect this account in the short term. So if you guys haven't followed it yet, go follow it. And man, shout out to Gav's dad. Thank you, Gav's dad. Thank you for the hearts. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why TikTok is so strict with us crypto influencers. But taking a look at Fetch, we can see we did come down here. And man, it's been very choppy here for Fetch. We're still in the, I mean, we haven't dumped down yet. Right, we're still in this pendant. We're still in this massive pendant here for Fetch. And I mean, if we come down here towards the end of the pendant, I'll say 63 cents. Could be a good target right there. Right, we might come down here, like I said, 63 cents, put in a higher low, get the bounce off that, and then slowly work our way up here as we break it around 70 cents. So I'm still bullish on Fetch. It's a good sign this coin hasn't dumped. And I don't believe it will dump. I believe it will slowly downtrend here to 64 or 63, and then we'll get a bounce. And, you know, we're holding that daily, that weekly 25 so far. So if we don't hold that, then 64, 63 cents in the next coming days or so. Yeah. There's always a big dip before the bull run. Yeah, exactly. And again, you guys got to get bullish on these dips. It has to be the opposite. If the media and the people are portraying a certain emotion, it should be the opposite, right? Because we're seeing ETH coming down here to flip this multi-year resistance level as support, which I believe it will. No matter how low we come down here for ETH, 3,700, wherever, right? We're going to build some strength here to later catapult out of this level. And this is needed. This is needed because we had so much resistance here in 2024, 2023, and we finally broke it this year. So we need that pullback. All right. I had to step away from your life. Are we at the bottom going up from here? Diamond, thanks for coming back, Diamond. But yeah, like I said, I see Bitcoin getting a bounce here. I want to say it's the bottom, but you know, yeah, I want to say it's the bottom, but we are getting a bounce here for sure. I said in the beginning of the live stream, we're already up like 500. If we do get a big rejection here around that 114, 500 level, kind of have like a dead cat bounce here, right? Then we could put in a new low here around 110, 300. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. I mean, you know, maybe I don't know what's the big news regarding this massive drop. Some people are saying the interest rate cuts. Alina, thank you. Thank you for the gifts. And Gav's dad, thank you for the flowers. You guys been amazing. Thank you guys so much. It's great to be back on here. And, you know, and it's great to see this pullback, right? It's great to be back and see this pullback. Litecoin is on 114. Dogecoin, please. Let's check out XCN here. I think he commented first. Where's the Chainlink low? Let's check out Chainlink here. So the Chainlink low, I would say is around 21 bucks. 21. Thank you, Gav's dad. Wow. Thank you for the ribbons, bro. That's the first time I get that. That was pretty cool. So I would say, you know, if you pull back here for Chainlink, 21 bucks, I would say is the low. 21, 22. Around this level. Right, and we can kind of see how, you know, we can have a slow drop here for Chainlink to that 21 level. Kind of meet up with that 25 in the next coming days. Right, like I said. Where do you think? I would say the bottom for ETH, if we do pull back nice, is around 3,800. Right, 3,800 level, somewhere around here. So we got to see Dogecoin. Let's check out Doge. Today, well, the daily just started, right? I think we'll see. I think we'll get a bounce here. So we'll probably get a bounce to 4,200. For Dogecoin, Dogecoin, it looks like we want to retest. It looks like we want to test that 200 MA. So it could be around 20 cents. We dumped down here to 20 cents. On that 200 MA, right? That 25, I mean, that 25 and 200 is pretty close here. The 25 on the weekly is around 19 cents or so. And then on the daily is around 20 cents. So a lot of confluence right there. But either way, like, I'm bullish on Dogecoin. Even if we pull back here to 19, even 18 cents, we're still looking good here. Continuing this uptrend, this rising channel. So, Eddie says there's no bull market, brother. We're in one right now, buddy. You know, bull market is not up only. That's what people think. Yeah, bull markets are up only. Yeah, we're not in a bull market, but meanwhile, we're at nearly all-time highs for the S&P. Say, oh yeah, Kronos. I forgot about Crow. Forgot about Crow. Let's take a look at it. Jeff says, well, in the blood and streets, Sir Lewis does not run for the hills. Thank you, Jeff. He wants to add. Exactly. That's exactly what why I go live. Exactly what Jeff said. Silly, I never claimed to be anything, buddy. I'm just live streaming the charts here. Just giving you my opinion. Right? You can be a grown up and make your own decisions, right? I mean, based on your profile picture, definitely not a grown up. But Kronos, and I remember talking about Kronos. I remember I told you guys here in the live stream, no matter where Kronos goes up here, we're gonna pull back here back to that 618. And this is where we are, right? This is where we are. The good thing is that when when Bitcoin was at these prices, Kronos was down here around 8 cents. Now Kronos is at 14 cents. And we're slowly pulling back here to this 618 level. So it's kind of crazy because even though we're getting this massive pullback for Bitcoin, Cardano is at higher prices than it was before. Kronos is at higher prices. Litecoin is at higher prices. So we're kind of seeing a shift in the altcoins, behind the scenes. And a lot of people are just not noticing it, to be honest. Even Ethereum has been holding up pretty well. Yeah. Thank you, Diamond. Exactly. Bull market's not up lonely. Cypher says, you guys let greed control. Cypher, no one is letting greed control. No one's letting their greed control anything here, buddy. I don't know what you're saying. This whole market is fake. But yeah, look, I would say 12 cents is a good deal here for Kronos. You can pull back here slowly, right? Slowly. And then put in a higher low right there around 12 cents. Continuing this nice uptrend. Yeah, exactly. This is channels for grown-ups. It depends on your trading style, right? I like using the monthly and weekly to kind of give you guys here the big picture. But if you're scalping, possibly the 1 hour, 30 minute, 5 minute. Alina says, I make money every month in this market. Seems pretty real to me. Exactly. I think what Cypher is saying is he's talking about USDT. That he believes USDT will crash or collapse. Appreciate it, man. Whoa. Let's eat some popcorn. Thank you. Cuban Diesel. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But man, grab more turbo. Yeah, me too. Bullish on turbo. I just want to say it's awesome to be back, and you guys been killing it. It's like I never left. But again, the reason was because I got banned on here, and I'm literally on the I'm literally on the edge, guys. So I'm kind of risking it with this live stream, to be honest. But as you notice, I haven't been talking about too much certain things on here. But if you haven't yet, like I said in the beginning of this live stream, I'm doing at least 40 minutes here, and I'm gonna go to my second account, and I'm gonna do 30 more minutes there, right, for the rest of the live stream. But just why banned? I honestly don't know. I was just talking about the markets. Maybe it's because I was talking about certain wallets or, you know, platforms, let's just say. I think maybe that's why. Yeah, that's why. But again, TikTok, like it's so different. I can talk about it all day here on YouTube, but on TikTok, you just mention it a little bit, you're out, right? So like right now, I'm literally on the edge. So what I decided to do is I decided to make a backup account. I'm already at 2K, and I could live stream on there already. It's been growing pretty good. I've been posting some content on there too. So I'm gonna be doing the last minutes of the live stream on there. If you guys haven't yet, go follow it. Oh God, what is that? Oh man, oh God, I just got a pop. My bad, guys. I got so scared right there. I got a pop up right here on my TikTok, but it's that pop up where you gotta like swipe to make sure you're not a robot. I got so scared right there. Yeah, so like my account is actually on my bio. So if you go to my bio, can I pin it on here? Okay, can I even comment on here? How do you comment? Doesn't let me comment, but it's literally on my bio. So if you, oh wait, yeah, it doesn't let me comment. So if you go to my bio, yeah, maybe people are flagging here. That's why I'm saying it's a risk being live here. So that's why I'm deciding to go live for a little bit, kind of give you guys the update, because I've been live there for the last 3 days. But if you go to my bio, it's literally right there. You click on it. It's just .Sir Lewis or .Sir Lewis is the official tag. Yeah. So that's another thing too. Exactly what Mario said. There's a lot of people impersonating me, right? And they might be there. What they do is they pay for thousands of followers to kind of seem like the real Sir Lewis, and then they flag my account. So that's another thing too. But I think it's just TikTok being strict. But yeah, I'm gonna go live there. Okay, I just wanted to come on here for a little bit, for like, I think it's been like an hour already, to kind of give you guys the update, because I don't want to risk it. I mean, I grew this account to 30K, which is amazing, and I'm proud of that. So I'm gonna go live there for probably like 30 more minutes if you guys want to join. If not, it's all good. But I'm gonna go live there, try to grow it out. We're at 2K already, but I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna be going live there for a little bit for the next coming days, maybe a week or so, so this account can kind of be in better position. So thank you guys so much. Thank you to everyone who gave money. Gav's dad, you guys absolutely killed it. Yeah, I'll check it out. Mr. Cuz, thank you, bro. So I'm gonna end this live stream, but I'll be live in my backup. So thank you guys. Thank you, Lena, too. Thank you for the gifts. All right, I'll see you guys. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going anywhere here on YouTube, though. You guys are fine. You guys are good. I'm gonna just switch here. There we go. BSV. You think BSV is the original Bitcoin? No, I agree with you though, Cypher. I think USDT will collapse. I think it's just a, you know, matter. It will eventually. Maybe in 2026. Who knows? David, my bad. What'd you say? Do you think Bitcoin is going to 115? I think I would say 114, 500. All right, I gotta check the charts here better. But I'll say 114. Yeah, maybe 115, 100. All right, I can see us coming up here to 115, 100. All right, let's go live here. All right, we're live here on my backup. SHX. Sure. Take a look at Stronghold. I remember this coin. Been holding it pretty strong. I mean, we're pulling back. I mean, if we have a massive pullback, then... I mean, we might not pull back this much here for Stronghold. Right. Around 21. But just in case we do, 0.21 around this level. Most likely we'll pull back here to at least 23. Around this level right here. So I would watch 0.23, 0.24 for Stronghold. You can kind of see the stochastic dumping down here to oversold. So it looks like it does want to pull back to those levels. But thank you guys for coming on here. You guys are absolutely amazing. We got 32 people. Let's go. Bitcoin starting to move back up. Let me know if there's more coins you guys want me to check out. There's going to be a couple coins here I'm going to check out myself. Let's see if I can find them. I think Data was one of the ones I'm actually interested in checking out. Data. Man, Data's kind of the inverse head and shoulders. Right? I can kind of see Data still playing out as an inverse head and shoulders. Boom, boom. So, I mean, for Data, we can crash down to 71 cents, but as long as we don't break the head here, we're good. Which I don't believe we will. We did have some bearish divergence here, right? Boom, boom. Man, this played out pretty good here. My indicator right here, the bearish divergence right there. Boom, boom. Kind of crazy. Thank you guys for the follows. So, I'm bullish on Theta. I'm bullish on Litecoin too. I want Litecoin to pull back here to at least $100, which you can. So you can come back here to, and that's the thing too. It's kind of like Ethereum in a way for Litecoin, because this is a multi-year resistance level right here for Litecoin, and pulling back here, making some support around that 107, 100 level. I think it's pretty critical. What do you think about Trump stablecoin? I haven't looked into it, to be honest. I don't know how it's being used. But you know, hopefully it's not bad. I know World Liberty is supposed to come out. Let me know if any of you guys have that, or you're planning to get that once it comes out. Thank you guys for the likes. Let's take a look here at the overall market view. Right, Bitcoin dominance still at 59.95 here. We got 11 days left. Lena, thank you so much for the gifts. First gifts of the live stream. Shout out to Lena. And by the way, thanks to all of you guys who came on here from my previous account. This is my backup account. I appreciate it. Total market cap, we were at 4 trillion. We were just at 4 trillion, guys. Insane. And this is why I'm still bullish, right? We didn't even hit the first target here at 4.46. So I'm still bullish on this pull on the crypto market. Total market cap though, I mean, we're pulling back here. You know, we're pulling, this is a healthy pullback in my opinion. We're on that 50 MA on the total market cap too here on the daily. So could be a reason why we catch a bounce here. Ondo, you want me to check out Ondo? Ondo, Hopper, Pendle. Sure, let's check out Ondo here first, and then let's take a look at Pendle. Oh, is that a coin, Hopper, Nick Beam? Let me know. So Ondo, like I think Ondo's forming an inverse head and shoulders, right? It's very clear. So we may still have some downside here for this to play out, but you can kind of see massive rejection right there on that 50 MA. And now we're coming here to that 25. I'll say probably to around 86 cents. So like if you missed out on Ondo, I think this is probably the last opportunity to buy these prices below $1. This is I believe what it's doing is an inverse head and shoulders bottoming formation here. Pretty obvious on the weekly here. Let's check out the daily. And yeah, I'm gonna say that 85, 86 cents level. So I mean, I'm bullish on Ondo. I think I don't have any Ondo, but I might be looking to get some here on this pullback, because I believe Ondo long term will continue this bullish channel here, right where we're at near the bottom of the channel in this range here. Get that inverse head and shoulders, and then we take off here past $1. That's what I see for Ondo long term. All right, Pendle. Let's take a look at Pendle. Yes, it's an AI coin. Hop. Okay, I'll check it out. I'll check it out right after. You just got some more. Yeah, honestly, I don't have any Ondo because I thought I missed out on it. But looking at it right now, you know, shout out to Anthony. I might be looking at it. I might be picking some up. If you like Ondo too, definitely look into RSR. I do have some RSR, but I will say they're kind of in the same narrative with the RWA narrative. So look into RSR if you haven't yet. I'll check out H-bar too. So taking a look at Pendle. Man, Pendle broke out of that pendant here recently. So we broke out of this pendant. Now we're probably coming down here to retest near the top of it. You can kind of see the pendant. This was from a couple weeks ago that I put this out. Broke out of it. So I see the pullback targets here for Pendle. And this is why this has been very different, because usually when Bitcoin dumps like 10K in a matter of a couple weeks, altcoins have dumped so much more. Now, you know, Pendle, I mean, look at Pendle, right? It's not dumping, right? It's pulling back, but it's been holding it pretty well along with other altcoins. So we can pull back here to 460, and at the top of it might be 424 if we continue that. Right, we get a slow drop, boom, 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 tag that. Where it kind of meets up with the 50 MA and the 25 too. You see that? So I can see a slow drop for Pendle, kind of meeting up with that 50 MA here, the 25, boom, boom, near the top of the pendant, and then we get that bullish retest. So pretty bullish though. Pendle's looking pretty awesome. Rismus, what's up, bro? How you doing? Thank you for the follows, guys. What was the next coin? Hopper, right? Hopper. What's up, Lewis? Do you think Say is a good buy? Ron, thanks for coming to the live stream. I'll take a look at Say. I agree with Jay. I agree with Jay. So Hopper, I don't know about this coin. It looks like there's a lot of selling pressure here for Hopper. Right, I mean, we got a bullish bounce here last month, so if we can hold that 25 right here, which we probably won't, we'll probably come down here to this level, around 0.53. But on this pullback that we're having for the market, if this coin can pull back, put in a higher low, and, you know, kind of have something like that, then we're bullish. So far, it's not dumping, so that's good. So, you know, we're holding that 50 MA as well. So yeah, as long as we're holding these levels and don't have a pump and dump here back to the lows, then we're good. Thank you guys for the follows, by the way. What was the next coin again? I think it was Say. Yeah, let's take a look at Say for Ron. Jeff says, when day trading, do you often put premium on entering a trade when price action is hovering at or slightly above the moving average on longs and slightly below moving average? So, I mean, I would say even if that's happening, I always ladder in, regardless of how bullish I am on a trade. I still would ladder in, right? I wouldn't put premium. So, you know, I would still, you know, put in maybe 40%, 50% of my trade. If I'm really bullish, maybe 70%. But I will still ladder in into the trade and not go all in. Yeah, I'll do XRP. Oh yeah, H-bar. Yeah, I got you. So Say, is it a good time to get into Say right now? So again, Say it's not dumping, right? Say is another coin that's not dumping hard here. We're still in this bullish momentum, this bullish uptrend here on the weekly. You know, there's a scenario where we can drop down here, I would say 28 cents for Say. 28, maybe retest those lows here, just like Bitcoin's retesting the lows around 27 cents. So we can see something kind of like that for Say, right? 28, 27 cents. Again, at these at this massive resistance that we had right here recently for Say, which it went from 27 cents to 15 cents, and then we put in a higher low. We broke that resistance, got rejected exactly in my Fibonacci target at 0.5 here, from 38 cents back to the 618. And this is why look, I'm bullish on Say, because every time we have a coin coming back to the 618 and holding it as support, right, building strength here at the 618, we're bullish, right? We are very bullish. We get that bounce off and then off we go. So yeah, I'm bullish on Say. Let's tap the screen. Thank you, Mario. Appreciate it. H-bar. I'm pretty sure H-bar is looking great too. What is that? 24, 23. Okay. So not bad. H-bar is another great altcoin based on the charts. Again, this is why I go live, to kind of show you guys here the reality of the charts. The charts don't lie. It really does help you be off track and kind of take off emotions that the market kind of gives you, right? The media, influencers and all that. So I just show you guys here the real deal. So you can see that H-bar got a massive rejection back in May. Exactly at the 25 MA. I can't make this up, on the weekly. Right, so we get that rejection. We come here. We put in here a double bottom, but it was not just a double bottom, guys. It was bullish divergence, right? Because we're putting in a higher low here on stochastic while we're getting a equal bottom or a double bottom, which you can see right here on my cheat sheet. And if you guys are interested, you can check it out in my course right here. Get that double bottom right there, right? And then the higher low right there for stochastic. That's bullish divergence. And it did play out, because we had this massive move from 13 cents H-bar all the way to 30 cents. So that's over a 2x. Now what's happening is the market's coming down. So H-bar is probably going to come down here to the previous resistance. It's already at the previous resistance level, basically. But we can come down here to where it basically closed, right? This is where it wicked up there. So I would say around 21 to 20 cents, where it can kind of meet up with that 25 and 50 around that price level. So again, this is bullish too. Just like ETH pulling back is bullish. We got resisted right there, broke through that. Now we flipped that 25 as support, as well as this resistance range as support. So again, guys, I'm just showing you guys here what the charts show. But this pullback, in my opinion, is it's very bullish. How much money do I need to trade? Look, when you guys are just getting into trading, guys, I wouldn't focus on money. See, that's the thing where people mess up. They focus on money and making a certain amount of money, and then they start going all in on trades, and that's how it becomes kind of like betting. I would say instead of focusing how much I need to trade, I would say focus on your wins, consistency, the reasons behind your wins and your losses. So I mean, you can trade with $100. You can start with $100 and just have $5 trades, $5, 5x, 10x, whatever. And then focus getting consistent. Once you get consistent, then you can add 500, 1,000, and start working your way up. Either one, appreciate you. Ike, anytime, man. By the way, if you guys are new here, definitely like, follow. This is my backup account. If you guys, are new here, my main account has over 30,000 people. It's in my bio. And I'm live streaming on here, basically growing my backup account because TikTok is so strict on crypto that they banned it a couple times and it's literally on the edge. So I don't want to get that taken out or banned for life. So I'm kind of streaming on here for that. Now yeah, I'll check out TARS. I'll take a look at TARS for you. TARS AI, right? Hey Lewis, how low do you think Bitcoin will go, or do you think this is the bottom? When I started live streaming, we were like at 112, 800, 112, 700. And I said it's looking, we're definitely going to get a bounce. And we did, right? We're up like 600 since I started live streaming. I do, I wouldn't say it's the bottom yet. We got to see how it plays out tomorrow. If we get a massive rejection at 114, 115, then we're probably putting in a new low, possibly at 110, 300. So, I don't know. I mean, if I were to pick, I would probably say probably not, because we might have some bearish news tomorrow, but it kind of depends on how we react to that 114, 115 level. Right. So TARS AI, not looking too good, right? We're riding that 25 down as heavy resistance right there. Yeah, I mean, we need to find a bottom here, right? We need to find a bottom possibly around here somewhere. You can still fall down to these levels here, so if you found a bottom here, which we haven't yet, kind of chop out here for a little bit and then eventually break that 25 MA on the weekly, then we're looking good. Until then, we're obviously going to continue this downtrend. Again, we're going to test the lows here. If we don't hold that, then possibly we're going down here to around 0.46. But again, it doesn't hurt to buy at these levels. If you're bullish on TARS AI, it's already down a good amount. And usually when we're below the 25 to 50, it's not a bad time to buy because it's pretty oversold. But it just looks like it wants to test the lows here. All right, so I mean, look, the way I would play it out, I'll wait like at least a couple weeks, maybe 1 or 2 weeks to see how it plays out. Thank you guys for coming to the live. Aiden says, Lewis, bro, can you look into Altcoin? Yeah. Shout out to all the new followers on here. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys. I will be posting content on this account and my main account too, by the way. So Toncoin. Look at Toncoin. Look at that. So this is a massive. This is Toncoin's biggest point of control level right here, where it recently got a double bottom here recently. As you can see, there was a lot of resistance down here back in the bear market. You were able to flip it. Now we're pulling back here. We're probably going to pull back here to this level. We're holding that 25 at the moment, but I would guess that it breaks this and goes just a little bit more lower, possibly to 302. Okay. And then let's check out the daily. Yeah, we can come down here to 302, 303. We just recently got the bearish crossovers on the daily. Again, the daily is temporarily, so we can pull back here, kind of flatten out, and then regain those crossovers in the future. But overall, Toncoin is not looking too bad. I mean, you know, it was recently around $6, $7, $8 back in May. Back in May of 2024, that is. And then $7 here back in October. But the fact that, you know, if we hold this level, then we're very bullish here from 2023. 2022 and 2023. Multi-year resistance. And we bounced off perfectly right here, right? Boom, boom. Now we're just coming down here for a higher low. So we come down here, put in a higher low, possibly around 3, like I said. We can continue this nice uptrend. So, yeah, guys. There we go, 113. Again, we might probably push up here for higher for Bitcoin. I'm him. What's up, bro? Thanks for coming to the live stream. COVID, let me know if you're still here. Sora, let me know if you're still here. I'll do Solana. XRP, I did XRP a bunch of times, but basically for XRP, I think these are great buying prices for XRP, but if we do dump more here, we'll come to 270, 74 to 265. But 274 is not a bad deal. All right. 264 was recently where it had that massive rejection here back in May. And we dumped all the way down to around $2. So going to 264 would be ideal here for XRP. Tau. Oh yeah, Tau. Let's take a look at Tau, because Tau has been a very bullish coin this bull market. Let's kind of see how it's playing out here. Yeah, it hasn't dumped either. Like I said, guys, it's different. This is the market's different. Altcoins are not dumping like they used to. Tau still holding up pretty strong. I mean, the recent dump, we came down here to 200. I mean, we went down to 170. If we got a panic dump here, I would say slightly under 300, 296, but yeah, I would say around 300 basically. If you can buy Tau at 300, I would say that's a good deal. Okay, we lost that 200 on the daily. We lose that 330. Then we'll probably come to 300. But yeah, just want to say thank you guys so much. Thank you to all the people that came here to my backup account. Again, I will be live streaming on here for the next coming days because my main account is on the edge. Aiden, anytime, man. Anytime, Gaga. So I'll be live streaming here because my main account's on the edge. And I'll be posting content on here as well. So thank you for the new followers on here. You guys absolutely killed it. Mute coin. Okay, we'll do one more coin here before we go off. But again, I appreciate all of you guys on here. You guys are awesome. So Mew. A lot of selling pressure here. Not the worst coin, right? Not the worst meme coin. But kind of looks like we want to test the lows, right? Around 0.0025. You can also see here on the 4-hour. You know, we lose this bottom, which we're starting to lose this low here. We're probably going to go here to 0.0024, 0.0025 level. And even if we go down there, it's not bearish, right? Because we'll possibly be putting in a higher low and continue this uptrend. So, still not bearish. But yeah. You can kind of see the daily is starting to get oversold. Usually when that happens, we keep dumping until the next. So the next leg we dump down here to these level will probably be the bottom. Because the daily is stochastic, it kind of foreshadows what happens pretty soon. Anytime, Smooth, anytime. But yeah, thank you guys again. I'll be live again tomorrow, so don't worry. I'll be live on here, my backup account. Again, thank you guys for the follows. And if you're new to here, follow my main account too. It's in the main bio. We got 30,000 people on there. And if you haven't yet, follow me on YouTube. We're about to hit 40,000 on YouTube. So just want to say thank you guys so much. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Maybe I think we'll get a pump tomorrow, but we'll see. Right, again, the bearish thing, just giving you guys here a Bitcoin update before I go. The bearish thing would be for us to pump back to 115. Boom, right? Get a big rejection, and then we'll probably break that low and short squeeze to 110. 110, 300. But look, there is a possibility this is the bottom. There is a possibility this is the bottom. It's just it's situational. We got to see what happens tomorrow with the overall stock market too. So thank you guys again. I'll see you guys soon. Love you guys so much. And thank you to everyone who sent gifts. I'll see you guys soon. Peace. The name of what? The site? Oh, this is on TradingView. It's on TradingView. It's a free app. So, yeah. All right, guys. And by the way, all the exchanges that I love, that I use, and the wallets that I use, they're all in my link bio. And if you use the links, you'll get a big discount. Like the Keystone wallet, you get a big discount if you use my link and just use code Sir Lewis. So, thank you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.